All right. What's going on, everybody? Just testing out this stream for YouTube, and so this is the beginning, and we're just checking it out. So we'll kind of go through things as they come and square it away or handle it or whatever. So here we go. Let me see if I got enough storage. Okay, I got 700 gigs left, so we can record, no problemo. We'll record too. All right, so we got that. If I'll be back, so that's shift 1, 2, and I should probably references, hotkeys. Push the scene, shift 3. Okay. Alrighty, so let's dive in. All right, so let's see here. I'm live. Let's check the channel to see if it's going to show me live. Oh, nice. That's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into Android Studio. We'll go ahead and kill Final Cut because we don't need that. I'm waiting to see this. Okay, so let's process that. So we'll go ahead and we'll make that private. So I am talking about debt. We'll just finish that real quick. Hit save. So that's live. Sweet. Close that out. All right, so let's dive in here. So we want to start with an Android application. So let's create a new project. To do that, we'll go ahead and we'll close out of here because we don't need that. I can put that over here on this screen. Cool. And we'll see the comments and all that. Dope. So this is the Keep app. But what I want to do is, now I'm not showing my screen right now. So let's go ahead and do a new project. Come on, new project. All right, here we go. So let's show the screen. All right, so we're going to create a new project and we're going to start with a basic activity. Let's go ahead and do an empty activity. And we're going to name it 24-hour to do, or 24 hours or less. No, 24 hours. I didn't really think this through. To do, 24 to do. Yeah, 24 to do is nice. What? Why do we have that? That's weird. A digit cannot be the first. Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay. To do 24. That looks good. To do 24. Okay, so to do 24. Alrighty, so we're going to Studio Projects. Let's make sure we have it stored in the right place. And Projects, Android Projects, new folder, to do 24. Okay, open. Sweet. So we wanted Kotlin for sure. And you know what? I want to say that I want this to be like the latest of the latest. And right now, we'll just do 29p. Or you know what? Let's see. We'll go back to 8. That's fine. 60%. Like, not a whole lot of people should be on 7.1 though. Everybody should be on about Android at 8.0. So we'll go ahead and finish that, and we'll close out of this one. Come on now. I got a whole lot of work to do on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and include. We don't need that. We need Google. So, all right. So here's what we want to do. We want to go ahead and create a new note here. And we want to create there we go. We'll do like a task list. So what do we got to accomplish here? So for a to-do app, what do we need? Well, first, do we want authentication or not? There's like a couple different things we got to figure out here. So if we want to build a to-do app that has the task disappear after 24 hours, we have to obviously do a timestamp on the phone, but we need to figure out what are we doing? Are we wanting all the tasks to be stored locally? Do we want all the tasks to be stored on a server? What do we want to do here? And so I think if we want to keep it simple, let's do that. So to do 24, and so keeping it simple, stupid. So first we need to figure out, all right, so let's go ahead and find out what do we need to do here? Well, if we want to have authentication, we got to figure out what direction do we want to go with authentication. So if we want to go through authentication and use, say, Firebase has authentication as well. So we can grab a Chrome tab and bring it over here. And let's make that small enough. And we'll move stuff around here so we can do that. So we can set up Firebase. So firebase.google.com. And we can use this. I still got to fix this. I still want to do like code.wesley. I'm like trying to get different emails. So just a little cleaner. I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, it's too many emails, but it makes sense to me. Okay, so let's go in here. We're going to create a new project. Hey, look at that. Welcome. We're going to create a new project. What it's going to call? It's going to be called To Do 24. And it has a weird name because it hasn't actually been like that. I guess that's been taken. So let's figure it out. Yeah, To Do 24. Android. Okay, so To Do 24 or less. To Do 24. Got to figure out a good project name for this. Let's see. To Do 24. Android. Disappearing tasks. Disappearing. I'm not sure which one I should do. But here's what we can do. We can just do this for now. It's just we're just trying to build it, so I don't think it matters. So let's keep it simple, stupid. Simple, stupid. Let's bold that. Yeah. Okay, so first thing we want to write down is we want to think authentication, right? So how do we want to do authentication? Well, we got Firebase. It's free, right? And that's pretty much it. Now, with that, what direction do we want to go? And when I created my Keep Recipe app, I started with email. In the reality, I should have started with third-party authentication. So it's an Android app, so we will start with Google Authentication. And that's pretty much it. So we'll go analytics, sure. United States, accept, create a project. So now it's going to create the project, and we'll integrate it into here. I I think I might be in a pickle because I gotta sign your Google and start adding cloud functionality to your Android projects. So let's use code.wesleyfranks so it can connect with Firebase. Okay. Nope, not it. Nope, not that one. Want this one. Okay. Yay. All right. So to 224, receive email updates about. Now we're good. Okay, so let's go here and okay, cool. So we're oh nice. All right, so we can do all that. Sweet. They have direct links to the Google Developers Console. That's awesome. That's nice to know. But we definitely want to connect Firebase, so let's do that. So let's go to Tools, Firebase. We already have a project. It's already signed in, so we just go Authentication because that's what we're doing. We definitely want third-party authentication, so we're not going to worry about that. And keep in mind, I'm thinking to keep it simple, stupid simple, we'll focus on just using local database caching. So basically everything's going to be in a Android Jetpack room database. I like that idea. So, all right, so we got to import the authentication. Also, I thought it'd be really super interesting to like do this as I go, because if I'm thinking out loud, like I'm having to like really think hard about what I'm doing. So I thought that'd be pretty interesting. Okay, let's update that. Whatever that is. Sure, and update that. Nice. Well, we're not done with that. We actually want to, let's do the Firebase thing. So we want to build authentication. So we have to enable the authentication. So let's go to get started. So Firebase authentication, get started. And we're going to use Google. So let's go here. We're going to enable it. And we don't have a support email, but we'll just go ahead and use that for now. Okay. Cool. Now it's enabled. And we got templates here. We'll just leave it blank for now. And usage and users. Basically, my goal here is every app that I make, I do want to publish it to the store and go that route. Because with authentication, what's nice is when you go to the documentation, it'll introduce you to it, and then it'll let you know kind of how it works. And that there's like emulator suites, the features and different things they can do with it. But the thing I'm kind of interested in is I want to understand pricing for authentication, right? So we're on the Spark plan, and authentication is you can authenticate with like 10,000 per month for phone authentication, other authentication services. The check mark, I'm assuming that means it's fine. Generous limits to get started, but it doesn't actually tell you. Okay, so I think it's just charging you for the phone authentication. That's pretty much it. Cool. All right, so keeping on track. Also, so another thing I need to work on is like when I'm working on projects, I need to like try to keep myself focused, which is not easy, by the way. Like, ooh, I did shift 1, so I switched to the thing. I totally forgot about that. But basically, like, that's what I struggle with. I struggle with like just kind of keeping focused and all that. So let's dive back into the code here. I've been showing you my screen and or sharing it. You guys haven't even seen it. So, okay, cool. All right, so you can manually add users by email, password, and sign in. Now we're good. We're not even interested. Excuse me. We're not even interested in email. We're just focusing on Google. So to do that, we also want the documentation here. So we'll go and we'll get started for Android. And we want to add even talks about how project meets the requirements, app level 16, and I believe that's true. See, I don't know how it translates here. I don't know that well enough to understand. But we can come in here and it'll tell us how to get started with authentication, blah, blah, blah. And so we need to make sure that we have Google in the repository. So make sure that we have that. Go here and open this guy up. We got Google, but we need, okay, so we need to add this class path and the dependencies under repositories. There we go. Let's go ahead and sync that. We still got other stuff to add as well, so we'll do that as well. And we want to make sure Google Services is applied. Sure, we'll do that, whatever. And then we'll come here and, ooh. Is that where we do the plugin? Okay, let's try this. I'm not really sure if this is gonna work because Kotlin Gradle is a bit different from me, but we'll try that, see if that works. Plugins, ID, makes sense. I can see what they're trying to do. Okay, cool, so it looks like that worked. All right, and then we gotta keep going here. And this is the Firebase, what's BOM? When using the BOM, you don't specify versions in Firebase library dependencies. Huh, okay. I don't know what that means. By using, what is Firebase Android BOM? Let's find out. So, bill of materials. Okay, so Firebase Android BOM bill of materials enables you to manage all of your Firebase library versions by specifying only one version. Now, I'd like to admit here that this is the tough part for me. So what I struggle with is I skim through a lot. So whether anybody watches this stream or not, what I think is really interesting is like, and what I can do is I can keep the stream to like 25 minutes. So we'll start literally every day. I can stream for 25 minutes working on the project. But one of the things I want to be clear on is this probably isn't going to be what you're used to watching. Like, this is basically me trying to do this because when I work on something, I'm going so fast in my head that I miss a lot. So me having to speak out loud also makes me have to slow down and make sure I'm like kind of reading through it. So it's just a struggle of mine, but like when I know what I'm trying to do, it actually works really well and more efficient for me to just go speed through it. So when I was working on Keep, like I was able to work and build solutions very fast. Was it efficient and was it the right way? No, because I didn't use unit testing. I didn't use a lot of architecture specific things in addition to some other stuff that are probably more useful when you're developing applications in terms of not creating like a God activity or a God fragment. So I'm trying to get better at that, but at the same time, you know, sometimes, and I've learned this from somebody who works at Spotify, I got an opportunity when I reached out to somebody who wrote an article on Medium for something I was looking into. I reached out to him via email. I was like, hey, can we talk? I would love, you know, he offered to help. And I was like, cool. So I actually reached out and we did get on a video call and he did help me understand that like most coders, which did kind of make me feel better. Most coders actually, even professional engineers, like their code looks like garbage when they first start, and then they go back and iterate over the code and they fix it and they make it look better. But more than likely, they're just trying to get something to work and go, okay, how can we improve on that? Which is nice, but I feel like if you don't start from a good foundation, which is what I want to learn how to do, you make more work for yourself. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So, when you use the Firebase BOM in your app, the BOM automatically pulls in the individual library versions mapped to BOM's version. All the individual library versions will be compatible when you update BOM's version in your app. All the Firebase libraries that you use in your app will update to the versions mapped to the BOM. version. Interesting. So what does that mean? Here's how to use Android BM to declare dependencies in your module app. Okay. So it looks like all we're doing is declaring the version here as a platform. Declare dependencies for the desired Firebase products without specifying versions. We can make that a little bit longer or wider. Huh. I like that because keeping up with a lot of like libraries is kind of tough. So, yeah, let's do that. But we're not going to use Firestore. We're just going to use auth. So, we'll just put it here actually, and I'll get rid of Firestore because we're not going to use that. So, actually, I just want to be clear about the libraries and SDKs. So, Firebase. Cool. Make it easy to read. Nope. There we go. Get that. I gotta find a better shortcut for that because that's not working out. Yeah, if I have to type it, I should change that. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna do that because I need to make sure that I can type without worrying that I'm changing the thing. So, so this will be Control-Shift-1, Control-Shift-2, Control-Shift-1, Control-Shift-3. That works better. Control-Shift-1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Because I don't need to switch stuff too much. All right, so we got 5 more minutes. All right, so what did we do so far? Let's kind of recap. So what we've done so far is we have we set up the project in Android Studio. We have determined method of storing tasks. We'll be using Room, Android Jetpack with Room for local storage, not over the internet. And then number 3, so this one right here, we determined that, and then we figured out that we want authentication using Google. Okay, and then we set up and added the dependencies for Firebase Auth using BOM, Bill of Materials. Cool. So what else can we do within a couple of minutes here? Let's find out. So I don't know why I did that. So let's just do that. Cool. So we're at a good spot. Now here's the next thing that we need to figure out what we want to do. Get rid of that hello world because we don't need it. Now, do we want to use Git? If we want to use Git, then man, I'm doing this live, so like I have to like realize that I don't know things as well as I would like. Okay, cool. That's fine. But we want to use Git. So tools. And no, we're looking for version control. There we go. import into version control. So share project on GitHub. Repository name to do 24. Description to do app that where the tasks disappear and become archived after 24 hours. I just realized something. I'm not sure what I'm logged in as, so sure. We don't want the idea files. Definitely want the Gradle and everything else. Idea files are whatever. Okay. Let's see if it works. Hey, it did it. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't even determine if I'm going to be using cuss words or not. Yeah, I'll probably use them. So I definitely don't want to ever use this platform anymore. This is... Yeah, I don't want to use that. So let's fix where I'm signed in the preferences. And let's fix the account. And then I don't care if it's shared to that, but we'll just do version control, git, GitHub, and insufficient security scopes. That's fine. Add account. It's going to be code.wesleyfranks@gmail.com. And password is not saved and is only used to generate. Okay. Well, I can use token too. So let me go to github.com and settings. And we want to how do I create a new? We have Google. Create new GitHub token. There we go. Settings. Oh, I'm in the right place. Hey, developer settings, right? So developer settings and personal access tokens. So that's for Xcode. Let's generate new token. And make sure we log in. Credentials, okay. And we're just gonna say yes to all these things. Oh. Android Studio, MacBook Pro 2019. Okay. All right. There we go. Sweet. Apply. Okay. Now let's share the project again. So import into version control. And we're past our 25-minute time, so to do app where tasks disappear after 24 hours. Yay, it did it properly. Cool. So, all right, so let's review that. Let's add that to the notes. And we shared into version control system, GitHub overcame a problem, a challenge, where the wrong GitHub account was signed in. Okay, so we accomplished that, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up now. So the one thing we want to confirm, though, is from here, I know a lot of my, well, I guess it's only fair that I continue to work a little bit more on this, because I had a lot of setup when we started this, so I'll spend a few more minutes. So we'll go to authentication, because I know everybody likes longer streams. At least they're chilling. I wish I had better music, though. I'm trying to figure that out. All right, so Google sign in. Well, we already got that squared away. Ooh, well, you definitely want those things. Interesting. That needs a version number, so let's make sure we add that. And rid of that. What is going on here? There we go. Okay. So that is good. We'll sync that. And then we want to create all the sign-in. So I don't like to use Firebase's UI sign-in. I just don't care for it. There's a lot of better ways you can go about it, but essentially we're going to be using navigation components as well. So let's make a note of that. So we figured that out. Now we need to focus on authentication. So working on authentication for app by setting up navigation components. Okay. And we can wrap up on this actually, on the navigation components. So what we do is we right click res new. We want to do a resource directory, and this is actually going to be navigation. So we just do that, and we'll just call it. What I'm interested in, which is kind of cool, in my opinion, is like how you can do nested navigation graphs. So just for pure testing, we'll do auth nav, and we'll just call it that. Did it work? I'll fix that later. I thought it created the... Did it not? It doesn't look like it's working on it down there. Okay, so then let's try again, I guess. Directory name. Oh, we can name it that, resource type. Oh, I see what happened. So I did it wrong. I named it something weird, so now I have to go delete it. So let's go to the project, Android project. Okay. And we'll just open up the app. Okay, cool. So it just didn't. Okay, it did. I was looking for that. Cool. So now we fixed that. Now in here, we want a new navigation resource file, and this is going to be auth nav. Oh, you can have nav. You can't have uppercase letters. Okay, so we fixed that. Adding yes, yes. Oh, okay. The dependencies for navigation. Okay, I didn't add that. Okay. Well, we'll have to make sure we do that. Okay. I had to sneeze there. All right, so we got the main activity, but we actually want to do this is a good question. So I didn't go over this. What I want to do is I want to be able to. Oh, it didn't switch the cameras. Control Shift 1. What the heck? Yeah, Control Shift 1. Control Shift 2. Control Shift 3. Control Shift 1, 2, 3. This is weird. It doesn't want to. All right, we'll just switch to the talking head. So basically, what? Lost my train of thought. Okay, the single activity, multiple fragments. So we're going to be doing a single activity, multiple fragments. I do feel like it's better. It works better. There's just not a whole lot to mess with. So basically, you have the main activity, and then you have multiple fragments. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. And then the main activity hosts the fragments and essentially does all of that. So there's a lot that I didn't do right with Keep that I could do better in this project. So I'm pretty interested to do that. Once I am able to create the app, my goal really is to just create a task app that literally just shows a recycler view, and there wouldn't be anything there if there's nothing there, obviously. But you have the option to create a new one. And when you create a new one, it'll show. And then you can swipe it done, or yeah, just swipe to be done with it. That makes it a lot more sense. And so swipe to be done, so it can be shown under done, or swipe. So swipe left or right for done, and then swipe left or right. I haven't figured out which direction is going to be for which. And then so it'd be delete and done. Now, if you don't complete it within 24 hours, it would then be archived. Let's actually just make it more fun. Let's just actually, no, there's no archiving. Let's just keep it simple. It just deletes it. Done. Gone. If you forgot about it, your fault. Oh, well. Okay. So that's pretty much it. So we'll pause there and we'll pick up where we left off. And we're working on authentication, setting up navigation components by using a nested auth nav nested graph. Yes, I believe so. It's nested graph auth nav. From there, once authenticated, that's it. All you're doing is authenticating. There's no profile, there's nothing. It goes to the main fragment with an empty recycler view where you can add tasks. When clicking on the add task, it brings up a bottom sheet. I like that idea. So it's not actually leaving, it's just creating like another thing. It's kind of more modern too, where you can create the task. Nice. Cool. And that's it. Like super simple. And then you could have maybe I mean, really, there's nothing else to be done. If you just create them, you do them before 24 hours, and then if 24 hours comes up, then boom, they're gone. That's it. The only thing you can do is swipe done. So, okay, so you just have two tabs. We have one tab that is for the tasks, and then one tab that is for the completed tasks. So we'll keep it that simple. So, two tabbed, two bottom bar navigation, where the left tab is tasks and right tab is completed tasks. Cool. Okay, this is becoming simplified. Yeah. All right. Nice. What we have left to do. I mean, there's a lot to do, honestly, but just want to create another segment these videos, that is. So what we have left to do, we have to create navigation flow from auth to main fragment or main nav. And then from there, we have to implement recycler view and create local database using database using room from Android Jetpack. And we want to be able to create, update, and delete tasks. That's it. Create, update, and delete tasks. Yeah. Okay, so from there, we have to create the bottom sheet when you tap the plus button, not plug button, plus button. Then, yeah, to create new task. Okay? And then that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot. But see, the question, what's the point of authentication then if there's nothing? Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know? Just sign in. But then what's the point if it's not going to be saving any tasks to the cloud? Yeah, I didn't really think this through. Like, I didn't outline the project. Probably something I should have done. But when I thought about like doing this, I just wanted to like build it, but like I think way too detailed into like all the different directions. So like that's something I need to get better at too, is like just kind of boom, boom, boom. Okay. Well, stuff to think on, and we have ideas written down. So that's it. Thanks if anybody stopped by to watch the stream. I appreciate it. If you didn't, no big deal. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the, let me show you guys. This is what we came up with. So we can zoom in there. But basically, this is what we have left to do I gotta get better at switching the screens. That's what I gotta work on. I need a better thing to. But OBS keeps like losing focus because it wasn't letting me switch. That was kind of weird. But whatever, I figured out. Cool. Well, thanks for chilling with the stream. If you checked it out, I know it's a long one, but I'm just trying to go through and trying to figure out how to do this the right way. Building this to-do app. Simple, but just want to do it right. So thanks for joining. Y'all have a good one. Peace.